Hello, welcome. It's Richard here. Thank you so much for joining me this lovely, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Hasn't the weather been incredible in the UK? In the south of the UK, certainly. Temperatures of 20 degrees, beautiful blue skies, gorgeous warm sun, unbelievable, absolutely glorious. So we're back. Yeah, video production has recommenced. You'll all be very pleased to know, and we're both fine. A little bit frazzled around the edges in places, yes, but we're fine. And a full rundown on our current emotional status will happen on Sunday. Sunday chat, yes, we'll be there. And I'll probably even push to a live show on Friday, if you're lucky, yes, all being well. But today, of course, is Wily Wednesday, Household Tip Day. So let me tell you a little story around the motivation for this particular tip. So at the moment we're clearing out our loft room. It's a loft conversion. It's a big L-shaped room which we use as a guest room. There's a shower room up there as well. And I have decided that it needs to be repurposed, not only as Paul's workspace, but as a really nice, comfortable guest area with a seating area. So I'm in the middle of doing that. So several things have been cleared out, boxes have been gone through, the under-eaves storage has been sorted through. I've been looking through boxes, finding old photographs and finding old things. And I came across some beeswax pellets, which were in a box containing all the soap making equipment that I had from a few years ago when I was making soaps and selling them at craft fairs, which was great. I really enjoyed doing it, and they went down a storm. But when I became full-time at work, I could no longer fit that in. So anyway, also what I came across were several moth-eaten rugs, Indian wool rugs, eaten by the little insert swear word, moths, clothes moths. In the UK, the past few years, we've had quite a few problems with clothes moths, and they attack generally natural fibres, so wool, silk, what else do they attack? Anything natural really. They don't tend to touch cottons and acrylics and man-made stuff, but they have eaten several holes in our Indian rugs. So they've gone now, the rugs have gone, they've been cleared out. We've said goodbye. They've gone to the recycling centre. That's the end of the story. We will be replacing them with acrylic IKEA rugs, most definitely. I'm not going to risk it. But I also don't want to risk any of my pashminas being eaten. Yes, they're not having those. So I'm going to be using the beeswax and an old IKEA ice cube mould to make some gorgeous little scented wax moth repellers. Yes, using essential oils of lavender and rosemary. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt the wax in a double boiler. That means a glass jug sunk into some boiling water in a pan. I'm going to melt the wax. I'm going to add the essential oils to it when it's off the heat, so the essential oils don't simply evaporate. And then I'm going to pour it into the moulds, let it set, and then pop them out and put them on a nice little attractive bowl in the bottom of the wardrobe. Simple. So safety first. We're using a double boiler, hot water, hot wax, can burn you. You need to use oven gloves. And also, you've got to think about how you dispose any remaining wax. I'm going to use a bit of paper towel and simply wipe the jug out when I've finished. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do. Why don't you come through to the kitchen and I'll show you how to do it. Very, very easy to do. You can use candle wax as long as it's the kind of candle wax that actually does melt. And I'm saying that because I tried this a few weeks ago with some old candles and I couldn't get the darn things to melt. So I'm hoping this will actually melt. And the reason I'm using wax to do this is A, I want to use this up, and B, wax is renowned for holding onto its fragrance. For example, scented candles. So there we go. Without further ado, let's go through, that rhymes, to the kitchen. That doesn't rhyme. But anyway, follow me. So I've got my pan and I've got my jug, and you notice it's quite handy because the handle sits on the outside of the pan. I've got my mould over here on a tray, ready to go when I need it. So let's put some boiling water, not too much. We're just going to bring it to a simmer. There we go, it's starting to boil, so I'm going to turn it down just so it simmers. I've got a stirrer here. It's an old plastic stirrer which I used to use for stirring soap. Oh, that's really getting nice and fierce, so that should be quite hot. We don't want any water to get in there at all. It needs to remain dry. So I'm going to pour a few of the wax pellets into the jug. Not too many. I don't want to overdo it. Ooh, it's a bit lively. Using my oven gloves. So I got my melted beeswax there, and it's not absolutely boiling hot, but I've taken it off the heat and I'm just leaving it for a moment. I mean, you can feel the warmth, but it's not absolutely boiling. We don't want it to be too hot, and it's still going to retain the heat from the jug. You just leave it for a minute or so before adding your essential oil. So I'm going to add about 40 drops of lavender, and about the same with rosemary. I know it sounds quite a lot, but you need these to be very strongly scented. That's about it. Give it a good stir. And pour it gently into the moulds. And you can see here, as I've poured, the wax is solidified in the jug because it's cooler at the top of the jug. Just going to pull that back. We need a little bit more wax. So I've melted down a little bit more wax to finish off. I'm just going to put 20 drops in this time. Pop the rest into the moulds. If you are using an ice cube tray, you need to make sure that it actually will take heat. If it's dishwasher safe, then you're alright. Ooh, just enough. Just enough. Oh well. Not quite. Now what I'm going to do, while that's still warm, I'm going to use a piece of paper towel to wipe it through. I'm being careful because it's warm. I'm just going to wipe around to get all the excess wax out. I'm being very, very careful. I don't advise that you do this. I'm just taking all that excess wax off as much as I can, because I don't want this going down the drain, because once it goes cool it will solidify down your drain. You don't want that, believe you me. So that's got most of it off. I would now plunge that into hot water with some washing up liquid. Okay, cool. So there we have it. I'm going to let those cool, and then once they're cooled, it will probably take a good couple of hours to solidify. I'll pop them out, and I'll pop them onto a little bowl, and I'll put them in the bottom of the wardrobe. Simple. So, they're solidified now and finished. They smell divine. So these are my wardrobe centres, which hopefully will also repel any moths. Easy to make, smell divine, look very sweet, little star shapes. Don't put them against any clothes though, you want to put them in a bowl in the base of the wardrobe so they will fill the wardrobe with their scent. Very attractive, I think. And also if you're the kind of person that likes wax melts, you can use them as a melt as well. Yeah, why not? I'll be live on Friday at 6 o'clock as usual, although we've had a bit of a break recently. Also, look out for an update that's coming soon on the shop for Earth's Sake. If you haven't seen the video that we took in January regarding the shop in Cranley in Surrey for Earth's Sake, which is a reduced plastic shop, check the video out from January. It's called A Store Is Born. Have a look at that because there's going to be an update because the shop has moved along since then and will hopefully be opening towards the end of March. So if you're in Surrey near Cranley, look out for that. We will see you on Friday night for the live at 6, and then we'll be back on Sunday for Sunday Chat. Now, Sunday Chat, for those of you who don't know, is pre-recorded Sunday morning and comes out Sunday afternoon. And we will give you full updates on Paul's mum's progress and what's been happening recently. So, hope you're very well. Hope you have a great Wednesday evening, and we will see you very soon. Thanks very much for watching, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And also remember, you can follow us on Facebook, which is Richard and Paul. And we also have our Facebook group, Planet Vegetaria, which we post to regularly. So check us out there. And we've also got Instagram too. So yeah, if you want to follow us there as well, please do so. So take care, everybody. Let me know if you decide to make something like this. I think they're great. And take care of yourselves. Delicious. You can't eat them. Don't eat them. It's wax. Yeah. Take care. Bye for now.